to India's cotton industry then, Cotton Association of India has cut India's cotton processing estimates to 295 lakh bales for this year, which is a decline from over 3 lakh bales last year. Total cotton supply is also expected to decline this year, and imports are expected to nearly double to 30 lakh bales, while exports are expected to fall by nearly 40%. To decode this further and to discuss this in greater detail, we now have Mr. Atul Ganatra, President at CAI or Cotton Association of India, now joining us. Mr. Ganatra, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now. And the first question is with respect to your revised estimates, where you are now suggesting that total supplies this year could decline on a year-on-year basis. What is expected to lead to this, and which regions are expected to contribute to the fall in supplies?
Yeah. Good afternoon. As you rightly said, CI Crop Committee has reduced the production of cotton figures from earlier estimate of 302 bales to 7 lakh bales reduced, and now it is at 295 lakh bales. The main reason for reduction of the crop is this year sowing of cotton is 10% lower than last year, and many parts of India like north districts, yields are very low. So these are the main reason of the reduction of the crop. And if we are seeing the daily arrivals, which was last year at this time was 1,25,000, 1,50,000 bale, is now reduced to 75,000 bales. And the report says there is less than 50 lakh bales of raw cotton is available with the farmers. So that is the main reason committee members have taken call to reduce the cotton crop. And last year, India's cotton crop was 330 lakh bales. This year it is 295 lakh bales. So there will be a crop this year is lower by 35 lakh bales approximately. And this will lead to more imports than export, as you said. We are expecting last year our imports were 15 lakh bales. We are bales, and our export was 30 lakh bales. It will reduce to 15 lakh bales. So mills are running, Indian mills are running at full capacity because there is some margin in the spinning yarn. So they need cotton. So maybe year end we may see some shortage of cotton and mills may do more imports of the cotton. Yes, please.
So that was exactly my next question with respect to imports and exports, because imports are expected to double, but exports are expected to fall by about 40%. What does this mean for demand? Is domestic demand environment very strong, but globally we are not able to export in the global market? What's the situation when it comes to demand, both in the domestic market as well as globally?
Yeah, as I said, imports are double because our crop is lower by 35 lakh bales. So big mills who needs cotton and they hold certain stocks, they have done lot of contract of import from the beginning of the season, or I can say before this year season started, they have done the contract of imports because available due to lower ice. And we cannot do much export because the country like Brazil, it is very difficult to compete because their production cost is 1/5 of Indian cotton farmers. So they can export at any rate. So the Brazilian cotton is hitting to the all countries, whoever is growing cotton. So that is the main reason our main buyers has done the cotton import from country like Brazil, where the cotton was very cheap rate available. So this is the main reason why our imports have increased and export has reduced. G.
That's as far as import-export is concerned, but what's the environment when it comes to pricing, especially in the domestic market, and when we compare domestic prices to imported prices, what is the differential?
Yeah, today it is not much difference. Our Indian cotton price are now bottom out at 53,500 to 54,500 as per the quality. And when we will compare our cotton with the global prices, like Brazil cotton is costing 54,500, African countries cotton is costing 56. costing 55,500 to 56,000, and Australian cotton is costing around 59,000 rupees. This all rate what I have given for the foreign cotton are without duty. There is 11% duty on import of cotton. So if we add duty, it will be very costly. Even without duty, today foreign cottons are costly, and Indian cotton is the cheap and best available for our mills.
So Indian cotton is the cheapest, and as far as cost of production is concerned, you did tell us that it is difficult for Indian players to compete in the global market because Brazil's cost of production is on the lower side. So do you expect any kind of support from the government to probably lower the cost of production so that Indian industry becomes competitive globally?
You see, to reduce the our production cost and compete with the country like Brazil, the only solution is we need to increase the yield of our farmers. Then only our farmers' cost of production will come down. And this year in budget, we have seen the government has allocated some funds for the cotton mission, but we don't know how long it will take. It is a 5 years project. So we don't know when the yield will increase and what government will do for that. So the only solution is to down the cost of our farmers for growing cotton. Otherwise, we are seeing our cotton farmers are going away from the farming cotton and they are shifting to the other crop. As I said earlier, last year to this year, 10% sowing area of the cotton is reduced. And we are getting news from Gujarat and other states that further sowing will be declined to the coming season of the cotton because farmers got very good benefit in the groundnuts and other crops. G.
Mr. Ganatra, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining us here on ET Now and helping us decode what the outlook is for the cotton industry, especially when it comes to pricing and the domestic demand environment. Thanks so much for joining us. That's all.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.